I'm Vajra. Thank you for joining us at Jesus Yoga on this channel. This is going to be an intermediate practice, so you should have some experience. I always give easier options, so you don't have to worry about it. Oh, maybe I'm already good enough or not. Don't worry about it. I'll lead you through all the way. Oh, we're doing this together. All the way. So we're going to fly today. We're going to do a lot of arm balances. We're going to also stretch. We're going to even go into splits. We're going to do some back bends. So we're going to work the entire body in this Vinyasa flow. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready to have some fun, to fly, and to open up. See you on the mat. Today's practice, we're going to start in a wide-legged child's pose. So you can put your forehead down, or what I actually like to do is put my chin down because it opens up a little bit more the back and the shoulders. But please stay here if this is more comfortable to you. And I'm really reaching out my hands. I want to stretch. I want to wake up the body, and my hip is really moving down towards my toes. So I'm going to come on my fingertips here and really stretch out. Breathing deeply. Just coming to the mat and leaving everything behind that has been. Just coming to the space of your practice, of the now. And you slowly start coming up. Come on all fours. And then I'm going to lift up my left arm, stretching up high, and then thread the needle, come through, palm facing up, laying down your ear on the mat. You can stay here and support your neck with your arm strength, or you can place it up or even wrap it around. Stay here, breathe, opening up. And at any time it is too much, just come into child's pose and rest. Take a rest in between. Just opening up, relaxing the shoulders. If you wrapped your arm around your body, you just place it back down. Rise up and open up one more time. Nice stretch. And down. Now raise your right hand up, stretch up, and then thread it through. Palms facing up. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you take your arm up, or you wrap it all the way around. Whatever feels best to you. Start to deepen your breath, maybe in shy breath. If you don't know what that is, I do have a tutorial on it on my channel. Deep breaths. Relaxing, letting go more. One more deep breath. And then you slowly, placing your hand down, press yourself up. Open up one more time to the right side. And then placing that arm down. Let's get some mobility in the spine. Opening up. Inhale and exhale. Really rounding. Inhale up. And exhale, really drawing in your belly as far up as you can. And one more time, inhale and exhale. From here, Keep your legs where they are and just come forward into a puppy pose. Be careful not to overstretch. We just started. So placing your hands in front, your forehead down, breathing deeply, and drawing your belly to protect your lower back. Deep breaths. Slowly coming back up, and then come into your first downward facing dog. Really walk out your dog, right and left. Make sure that your biceps are facing forward, and you really lengthening your arms. So you can place one time your belly onto your thighs and really stretch out that, keep that back straight, really draw back. And then from here, you can stay here with a bent legs or straighten them out all the way and breathe. Looking forward, place all the weight into the hands. Really stay here, drawing your belly as much as you can. Just stay here, activating a little bit your core. Very nice. And then slowly step forward in the other leg, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to the side. Again, inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Maybe you bend your knees here a little bit for this forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, step back, plank, and all the way down, Chaturanga. Maybe you stay here in a little cobra, or you can already go into upward facing dog, and then into a downward facing dog, whatever feels good to you. Stay here, breathing deeply. We're going to repeat this vinyasa to warm up a little bit the body. So looking forward, again, placing all your weight forward, really like you're in a handstand. You would really press your hands and straighten them and hold it here, building up a little bit heat, a little bit strength, moving forward. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time, a little bit faster. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or hop back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog into a downward facing dog. Stay here shortly, breathing deeply. Maybe you bend your knees one more time to really stretch out your back. And then look forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, moving down. Coming into chair pose. Inhale up. Draw on your belly, come deep down. You can open up your arms if that's bothering your neck and your shoulders, or place your hands together and deep breaths. Your tailbone is really showing down, so you're really tucking your tailbone in and really drawing your belly in at the same time, creating a little bit of heat in the legs. Breathing deeply. And exhale, move down. Inhale, look up, halfway, and step or hop back through Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right leg to the front, open up here, lifting your arms up, and hands placing down. Through Chaturanga, Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Stepping your left leg forward, opening up here. Exhale, moving through in Vinyasa. Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Stay here for a minute. Catch your breath. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Activate your core. Your belly button is really drawn in. And then look forward, maybe step or hop, whatever feels better to you. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into chair pose. Stay here for a minute, come here, back straight, and just touch with the tip of the fingers the ground. Now stay here with your legs and come up with your arms. Look up if you can, or you can look straight, it doesn't matter. Really feel your legs. And now inhale, rise up, and exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, chair pose. Come here, place it down. Inhale up. Exhale, moving forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or hop back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Keep it square at first. Keep it really square. Inhale, exhale here. Draw it to your right tricep. Really hold it. Now come to the middle. Hold it here, and then without dropping it, really slowly put it down. Very nice. Stay here, open up. Lift up your arms. Now if you want to stay here, you stay here. If you feel a little bit more back bendy, you can place your hands, interlace them on your thigh, and then draw back. Opening up. Coming up, lifting your arms up, right hand is moving towards the floor, and I can hardly touch it. You can also use a block here, and then move to the side, side bend, opening up. Coming up and moving back. Half split, half Hanumasana. Don't round your back here, keep it straight and looking forward. You can also have your hands on blocks here. Just the movement is a little bit like forward, like you have in a Sphinx pose. Really moving forward, looking forward. You can put your toes down, or you can try to touch on the ground and then lift it. Placing it down and lifting it. Just helps a little bit with the mobility, the ankle, and stretching out the foot. If you cannot do that, that's fine. Just keep it here. One more breath. And then we move forward again, placing hands down. Come through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, keeping the hip straight. Don't open up your hip here. And then coming forward, trying to place your knee onto the tricep. Then come into the middle, hold it here. Hold it here. Slowly as you can, as if it's an egg that you don't want to drop. Placing the foot down and come into lunge. Stay here. Maybe lift your arms. Stretch up. Maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you want to interlace your fingers on your knee and open up into a small back bend. Coming forward, lifting your arms up if you haven't yet. And then placing your left hand towards the floor, on a block, and then move to the side, side stretch. Doesn't matter if you put your fingers on the floor or not. You can also, if it's really not working for you, come here into a side stretch. And placing your hands down, moving through one more time, Vinyasa. Upward facing dog into a downward facing dog. And then looking forward, hopping or stepping forward. Inhale, look up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale down. Now we're going to have an eagle bind with the legs. We're going to take the right leg and wrap it around the left calf as much as you can. You can stay here, and that's already a good balance. If not, just place your foot here. We're just wanting to go into a balancing. And then you wrap your arms. The left arm is underneath the right arm. Wrapping it around, you can stay here or wrap it all the way. And now we're going to bend our legs and coming down. Shoulders away from the ears. Really binding, coming a little bit lower, as low as you can. Draw on your belly, don't let it stick out. Breathing deeply. Slowly rise up, placing your leg down. Stay with the eagle bind. Now lift your arms up, stretch up, and exhale lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Should really feel good on the shoulders. Up and down. Now don't drop into a back bend here. Just dropping the hips forward, but really lifting, raising your chest up. And then from here, you drop back. Slowly rise up. It doesn't matter how deep you get. Open up your arms, lift them up. Exhale, hands to your side. Left leg wraps around. If not, stay here in the balancing pose. You can balance the entire time. And now, the right leg underneath the left. And then drop, sink your hip down. Draw on your belly. It's okay if you're shaking. Maybe you can go just a little bit lower. Draw on your belly. Focus one point. A little bit deeper. You can do this. You can breathe. Shoulders away from the ears. Find the relaxation in the challenging pose. Slowly rise up. Place your foot down. Lift up your shoulders. With the inhale, exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now, lift your arms. Lift your chest. Start from the chest as if you have air in the lungs, lifting, you're lifting, you're lifting, and then you come back. Keep a lift in the chest. Inhale up, exhale, hands to the side. Inhale up. Rise up with your arms, exhale, coming down, forward fold. Inhale up, exhale, step or hop back. Come into upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Lift the right leg, now open up that hip. You can stay here or coming to wild thing, really opening up. Deep breaths. Moving back, lifting three-legged dog, and then placing that foot gently between your legs. Come down. We're going to come into the lizard pose. You're going to put both hands on the inside of the foot. You can have them on a block or in a big pillow, cushion, whatever, blankets. You can stay here. This is good for you. You can come on to the elbows if that feels nice to you. Or you can open up your foot to the side. Make sure your knees also drop into the side. So you can stay here. Open up. Now draw your hands onto the floor and really draw yourself a little bit forward. Lift and relax. Breathe, shoulders away from the ears. I'm actually having my core here activated, not just dropping into my lower back. Stay here if you like, or open up even further. You can move towards that leg and really place your hands here and help yourself gently to open up just a little bit more. Come forward again, drawing that knee, come on your hands. And if you can stay here in the lizard pose for a little bit longer, or you can place your hand underneath that leg, maybe, like a backpack, you have it on your shoulder. And then we're going to move into Vinyasa. You can come here, you can stay here, and then you can lift that leg off. And maybe this is enough. Maybe you also lift your back leg, breathing, and coming back, upward facing dog, into a downward facing dog. Very nice. Lift your left leg up, opening up that hip. Stay here if you're enjoying this stretch, or come into a wild thing. Just drop it, opening up. Coming back, lifting three-legged dog, and then gently placing that leg forward. Very nice. Come here, open up. Maybe you stay here, that's enough. Hands on the inside, if you can. Hands lower down onto the elbows. If that also feels good, maybe you want to open up your hip and drop your leg to the side so you're on the outer edge of the leg and the chest is moving forward. Stay here and breathe, let go. Don't drop your belly though. I'm always engaging the core to protect my lower back. All these stretches should be maybe challenging, but never hurt. Never do anything that hurts you. That is way too far and your body's not ready, and that's not very yogic to hurt yourself. Let your leg come back in, come up onto your arms, and then maybe as if you have a backpack, and I have to see because the armchair is there, I'm going to do this. So you're going to lift the front leg, maybe that's enough, maybe the back leg, lift, look forward. I have to place it back down because I can't swing my leg around. So you move through Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and to a downward facing dog. Catch your breath again. Make sure your hands are wide, fingers are widespread. looking forward, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold, inhale up, and exhale. Now, we come into a crow pose. So we're just going to come back here down. Maybe before crow pose, we want to do malasana. So we're going to have our feet a little bit wider apart. We're going to have the hands on the inside of the legs. And if you cannot hold this, always place a block or a pillow down here for people that cannot hold it. Now, your upper body wants to lift. So you're not only sinking into the floor, but you're drawing in your belly and you want to lift. And with your arms, you open up your legs a little bit further. Try to keep your back as straight as you can. Try to relax. Put a smile on your face. It's all good. Don't get so caught up into a working mode. You need to have fun and enjoy this, not wanting to get all the challenging poses done right. You're supposed to have fun, and if you fall out of it, it's okay too. I fall out of it all the time as well. So from here, we move forward. You can step onto a block, and then that's a lot easier to come into crow pose. Otherwise, come into crow pose. And if you cannot do this, you can stay here and just practice placing your weight a little bit forward. That's already good. So if you can't lift, stay here. Otherwise, lift up. Just looking forward, breathing deeply, drawing in your belly. That's really one of the secrets for holding this. You can step back in a minute, or you can shoot your legs back. And that's really just courage. You're not jumping off. You're just shooting your legs back. There's nothing fancy about this. Upward facing dog into a downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. Stepping forward. You can also hop. I'm stepping. Look up. Exhale, move down. Inhale, rise up all the way. And exhale, hands to the side. I'm going to step a little bit back because I don't want to fall against the windowsill here. So you're going to place one leg on top of the thigh just above your knee. You're going to bend your leg and it's going to open up your hip. Flex your foot. Draw in your belly a lot and stay here. Now, if you're ready for it, you place your hands down. You wrap your toes around your triceps. Now place your hands down and you shift your weight forward. So if that's good, stay here, wrapping your leg around. Maybe you can go a little bit forward and lift your leg. Maybe move a little bit more forward. Maybe straightening out that leg. Maybe you place it down on the floor. That's okay too. And maybe lift. Flying crow. Placing that leg down, wherever you are. Let's go to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Step or hop forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Place your leg on top of the thigh, just above the knee. Flex your foot. Come down. Engage your core a lot. Place your hands in front of your heart. Keep your back straight, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. Then maybe placing your hands down if you can. Otherwise, stay there. Wrapping your foot really around your tricep. And then you place your weight forward. Now, you can stay here. This is already good. You were just practicing. Maybe move a little bit more forward, lifting that leg. And that's maybe good. Or moving even further, straightening out the back leg as much as you can. Hold it. Placing that leg down and moving through Chaturanga. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, open up that hip. Keeping the rest of the body straight, like you're still in the downward facing dog. And then slowly, leg and egg, you place your foot to the front. Very nice. Now we're going to open up to the right side. Look to the side. Maybe you stay here and this is plenty. Maybe you get a strap or you can reach your foot and move forward. This is opening up into a twist. At the same time, you have a nice stretch of the quad. Breathing deeply. You can also always pad your knee, and I do that just with a pillow. If I don't have anything else, I just have a pillow or a little blanket. So if your knee is bothering you, take care of that. So placing your foot down, coming up, again, sink in, but don't just drop in. Really keep your strength here. Keep your straight back, placing your right arm on the knee, and then maybe you can reach back and get a hold of that foot. Maybe place it into your arm, the elbow crease, and move forward, look forward. Stay here or wrap your arm in like a mermaid pose. Come forward. Slowly out of that pose. Slowly stretch your leg back. And then just, if you can, stay in a half split or come into a split. But it's really straight back, and you're really, you know, you can sacrifice, you have to sometimes sacrifice of going all the way down for being squared. It's more important to be squared. Both hips are looking forward. Stay here. I like to do in this pose, I like to point my toe and put it straight. Point and lift. Point and lift. You can also lightly wiggle a little bit around. Maybe you open up a little bit further. If you're ready for it, you can place one hand onto the thigh, on the right thigh, and then your left arm moves back and you twist. Opening up, looking back. You can have your arm here or you can place it down, doesn't matter. Looking forward again. And now slide that leg back. One more time. Forward looking. Slowly stepping back, coming through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, upward downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Maybe opening up that hip one more time. Feels good. Keep your arms straight like you are still in a downward facing dog. Don't open up. And then like you placing down an egg, slowly placing it down. Moving forward. But always keep the integrity. Your belly is always drawn in. Placing your right leg down and twist. Maybe stay here or stay here. Whatever feels good. Maybe you can grab your back leg. Maybe with a strap, that's okay too. Twist, opening up. At the same time, you get a good quad stretch. Placing the foot slowly down, and then you come to the other side, lift, place your arm down, and maybe you stay here, if that's okay, if you're working on the balance, or maybe you can grab your back leg, maybe you stay here, that's fine, that's plenty enough, and you just look forward. Maybe you can put the foot into the elbow crease, that's fine, that's good, that's plenty. Or maybe you can wrap your arm, mermaid arms. Breathe. Breath is more important than the pose, and the pose will not determine what kind of good yoga practice or bad yoga practice you have. Really, it's about what your body is today wanting to open up. Sometimes I cannot do some poses. Some days I really feel open and flexible. That's normal. Then slowly drop that leg, placing it down, moving your hips back. Half split. Keep your back straight here. Look forward. And we haven't done that. I forgot. So maybe on this side, you want to sink down your toes on the floor and lift. Sink down your toes and lift. We have done this on the other side earlier. So now we're doing it now. Down and up. And keep your back straight here, as straight as you can at least. You can always have your hands onto the blocks as well. And you can always place your hands here on the thigh. It's a little bit more balancing. Maybe you want to kick your leg forward. Look into the back leg, that it's not kind of doing a sickle thing, but it's really straight. And then sacrifice going down. I could go down here, but that's opening up my hip. I'm going to square my hip as much as I can. I'm not perfect, but as much as you can. You want both hips looking, facing forward. So I sacrifice going down all the way for the right form. Stay here. You can always have blocks holding you here, and you can always place a block down here too. Breathing deeply. I like to play with my toes, pointing, flexing, pointing, flexing, pointing, and flexing. Very nice. Then I place my left hand onto my left calf and I twist, but only if that's good for you. Make sure your hip is still squared. I place my hand onto my thigh or almost on the knee crease, but I can also have my arm here. Doesn't matter. Twist. Moving forward, again squaring yourself off before we come out of the pose. Really good form. And slowly drawing in that leg and moving through in Vinyasa. Upward facing dog into a downward facing dog. hop or step. I put my knees to the floor and I want to go into a camel pose, opening up. So you either have your feet, legs hip distance apart. You either stay here, that's plenty. You can really press your arms here in the back of your back and really make sure that you're not falling into the back like this, but you're lifting your chest up, 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 up. You don't have to even get your neck all the way back. If it's bothering you, stay here or slowly drop back. Maybe placing your fingers back down. Opening up. The chest is always lifting. I'm not falling back here. I'm lifting. The butt is actually not engaged. It's the legs, not the butt. And lift. Keep on breathing. Slowly move up and your neck comes last up. I'm going to go into very slowly into a child's pose with the arms on towards the back. Draw your arms back and then draw them forward so your entire lower arm is on the floor. Relax. Maybe shift your weight slowly from side to side. Slowly come up and sit your hips onto the left side of the legs. Then swing that leg on top of the left leg. So here, here, and then wrap your arm around it. And we're going to just do a basic easy twist. Get your arm up so you're really lifting up your entire body straight. And then you move back. And if you want to place your hands down, that's fine. As much as you can draw them closer to the body, the better. If you don't even need that arm because it's not doing anything for you, you can wrap it around. Inhale, always lift up. Exhale and twist, but don't force it. It just comes naturally. Be more concerned with the lift. Deep breaths. And slowly come up, rise up that arm. And move forward. Maybe you want to counter twist just for a second. But we're going to anyway counter twist because we're doing the other side. So just place that other foot underneath. You can always keep it straight too if the bend is not possible. Lift a lot. Then wrap your arm around. Lift your arm again, straightening up your back a lot and place that hand behind you as close to the body as possible. Or if you don't even need that to hold yourself, then you can wrap it. Lift, back straight. Slowing down your breath. Come into the space right here, right now. Feel how your body feels. Check in on your body right now in the present moment. if you have wrapped it, loosen the arm, rise up slowly with control. Don't drop it, don't force it, and move both legs forward. Paschimottanasana. I know that a lot of people, there's an argument of straight back or round back. I like your back to be rounded here. Inhale up and exhale, and you dive down. I want you to be rounded right here and just relax. And if that's not possible, just stay here. That's good. Whatever, however you feel, whatever you can grab, whatever feels good to you. Deep breaths. Sometimes I like to keep my back straight. Sometimes it just feels good to relax my back and round it. Slowly rise up all the way. Now, if you do a headstand, we're going to come into a headstand. If not, you come into a child's pose. I like a blanket underneath my head for a headstand because I think the floor is just too hard and it's bothering me. So, you know, take care of yourself. So, if you don't know headstand, that's okay. You can place your hands down, and you really want to cup like you're cupping a little ball here. Don't wrap your hands around your head. I find it very much if you have a little ball around your head, that's good. And then you place your arms, your elbows about shoulder width apart, placing your head down straight, and then press yourself up, lift. Maybe this exercise is already enough. You can really lift here. You can lift off your head from the floor, and you can do this exercise and hold here, drawing your belly all up. This is already great. Now you can place your head down if you want to, and you can stay here. This is already also very good preparation. Just make sure you're always having weight into the elbow. Or you lift. Maybe stay here. Maybe straightening out your legs. Deep breaths here. We're not staying too long, just a little bit. Deep breathings. Slowly drawing your knees and come gently out of this as slowly as you can. And this is for me, I could do today, and that's okay. Come into a child's pose. Arms back, and then draw the lower arms forward so the entire lower arm is on the floor. Relax your shoulders. Slowly rise up. Placing your feet down, I'm going to come into Shavasana now. So lift up your upper body, back straight, and slowly I want to engage my core here. So I'm really slowly, vertebrae by vertebrate, lower down. And just keep your feet more than hip width apart. If you like, you can shake them out on the floor, placing your hands facing upward. and just dropping into Shavasana. We're going to do a short Shavasana. If you like to stay longer, please make a timer, so set a timer or something and stay longer if you'd like. Join me here if you just like a shorter one. And now leave all your work behind, everything that you have done, even your breath. Drop everything, feeling yourself sinking deeper into the floor. Your body needs that Shavasana to integrate all the work you have done, all the good things you have practiced. Let go of maybe any frustrations that you had during the practice. It was all good because you practiced, and your practice for you today was perfect. It was a perfect practice for you. If you're ready, breathe in deeply again. Stretch out your arms, your legs. Slowly drawing your knees into your chest. Maybe wiggle from side to side. I really like rolling up and down. You can stay down there and just wiggle from side to side, or do this with me, rolling up and down. Really like this. It seems like it shifts energy in my spine, loosening up anything in my spine, and to me it's fun. One more time. Slowly, if you're still laying down, come to the side, lift up. And thank you for practicing with me. I hope you had fun with these fun arm balances, a little bit back bending, opening up everything. I hope you enjoyed it. I see you again next week.